This update is going to be really cool, and personally I think it's going to help improve a lot of games across the entire platform. And this is crazy. I know that this is absolutely crazy. I'm saying good things. I'm being positive, guys. I don't know what's wrong with me. If we take a look at some of my most recent videos, there is a lot of green. Like, I don't know if you guys notice or not, but I tend to use red in my thumbnails if it's a bad thing or if I'm being negative or complaining, and I tend to use green if it's a good thing and we are being positive, and it's gonna be a good update. So much green recently. Like, if we completely ignore all of the red or use inspect element to delete all of the videos in the red, it's fine. We've never complained in our entire lives, right? Okay, today Roblox will soon let users provide additional context as to why they upvoted or downvoted an experience. This is basically gonna be feedback for games, and I'm gonna get into that in a second because there will be an entirely separate section for real feedback that you can type with your fingers. So first of all, if you were to upvote, or I guess like, a game, it will bring up this new little menu right here asking you, why did you upvote this experience? Or in our terms, our normal people terms, why did you like the game? It gives you a bunch of options. I'm gonna guess that you can only tick one of them, but hopefully you can tick more than one, because I feel like a lot of these are gonna apply to every single game, because I feel like there's going to be a lot of games out there where all of these apply, and being restricted to pick only one of them is just not going to work for me. Fun to play with friends, art style is good, other players are nice. That's absolutely nothing to do with the game. The other players being nice to you inside of the game is nothing to do with the game and should not be a reason that you are liking a game. That one doesn't really make sense to me, but the rest of them are works well on my device, gameplay is fun, and then if you tick other, you do have a little box where you can write some additional details to provide details to help the creator understand your rating. You could also add some things in there if you wanted to expand on whichever one of these you ticked. I can't imagine too many people are going to do that because, you know, since TikTok became a thing, I feel like a lot of people across the entire internet have developed the attention span of a rock. Is that a good comparison? Do people think that rocks might have good attention spans? Maybe they have great attention spans. I don't know. What I'm trying to say is that people don't really want to put in this much effort into typing, so they will just tick one of them and press submit. Or, you know, they might just press cancel and pretend that they never saw that page pop up. But if you dislike the game, it will also do the same exact thing, bring up this menu. Why did you downvote this experience? Again, translated to our normal people talk. Why didn't you like the game? Why did you dislike the game? Whatever you want to say. The items cost too much, broken or glitches, game is unfair, lags on my device, gameplay is boring, and again other, with a little box to provide additional details. Personally, I think it would help if we, as the players, were also able to see which of these people would be ticking, because, I mean, a lot of the time when you go to a game on Roblox and you see the rating is really bad, I feel like you're just gonna avoid it by default. Like, especially even the game that I'm playing in the background of this video has less than 50% rating, and you guys know that there is absolutely nothing wrong with this game because you see me play it every single day. You ask me what game it is because you think it looks fun and you also want to play it. Like, it's not a bad game. The reason it has less than 50% rating is because people get mad that they're not good at the game, because they don't like playing the game, because they are not good at the game. So I really think it would help if we were also able to see like which percentage of players pressed on each of these buttons, or at least the amount of people that ticked each of these, instead of just seeing the amount of dislikes. But ultimately these are gonna go to the creator, so if it's a creator that actually cares about their game, they will take this feedback and do good things with it, hopefully. The second part is users will also be able to soon anonymously provide feedback about an experience to send directly to the creator. I don't think it has to be anonymously. I feel like that's gonna be a root cause for a lot of trolling in this section of the update, like the fact that it's going to be anonymous, because if you give people the ability to say something to someone else anonymously, they suddenly get a lot of confidence to say or do things that they would not say if you could see their name. They have something to hide behind, basically. Like, they just end up not caring. But basically what this one is going to be is entirely different to the likes and the dislikes. It's going to bring you a new option next next to favorite and notify, basically just called feedback. And with this one, if you press on it, it brings up this cool little box that is give feedback, and your responses are shared anonymously. By sharing, you grant Roblox and the creator right and license to use your suggestions or feedback for any reason and without any obligation. That's such an interesting way of putting this. I don't know why you would need to agree to something like that simply from a suggestion or some feedback. Like, I don't think it's that big of a deal, but you can type any feedback that you have in the little box there and press submit. And that's how that's gonna work. I feel like with some of the bigger games that have hundreds of thousands of players every single day, even tens of thousands of players, obviously the developers of those games are never ever going to be able to get through every single piece of feedback that they ever receive. So that's unfortunate to think that some actual good feedback might possibly be pushed out by some trolling or anything like that, but ultimately I do think that this update is going to be absolutely incredible, and like I said, hopefully it pushes a lot of the games across the platform to be better, do better, and just maybe even give them ideas from the feedbacks and the suggestions that they wouldn't have had otherwise. Because I am aware, I think some developers out there for games on Roblox, they will ask for feedback or suggestions on something like Twitter or in Discord, and I think just having it directly on the Roblox website makes this so much easier for everyone involved, rather than going all the way to Twitter or going all the way to Discord, or even if you don't have either of those, you will have to make an entire account just to give that feedback. So I feel like people just end up not doing it anyway. So this one, again, gonna make everything so much easier, so much quicker, and so much more convenient. So please, the comments is the place to go. Tell me what you guys think about Roblox adding a new feedback feature onto the games pages. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.